There's a river town that is known for miles around for its music scene. Travel 75 or 71 and you'll know where I mean. From the north and south, from the east and west is where you'll find our vibe. But once you make it here, you become a part of the Cincinnati tribe. Throw your O's in the air for this growing city. From the hood to the burbs, y'all sing it with me. I'm from Cincinnati.
Hey, hey, everybody, it's just Jay, Cincinnati's Conscience, the only place in this city where citizens are the true celebrities. I am so excited to film episode 3. Shout out to the Conscience crew, Brandon, Clara, Diamond, Misha. I couldn't do this show without you. Today's episode is filled with art, creativity, words, music, and all things that inspire us to be our best selves. I'm going to head into Shea Candle Company. We're going to sit down, talk to some citizen celebrities, get you educated, and hopefully turned on. Hey, hey, it's just Jay, Cincinnati's Conscious. We're sitting with citizen celebrities today, all around the theme of creativity, culture, art, and community. With me today is Asha Ama. Yes. KK. Yes, I'm so grateful for you.
Oh, same.
So grateful for you to be here. Asha is not just a featured artist as a part of the Duncanson Artist in Residency program. Bigger than that is her brand, Asha Ama. And let's talk about you, why you do what you do, and how you manifest that. First of all, how are you?
You know, I am doing good. I am in a season of shedding, and like coming into a new skin. So I'm feeling good.
Tell us a little bit about you. Are you a native Cincinnatian?
Yes. So I'm a native Cincinnatian. I'm from Avondale. I'm very proud of it.
Okay. A1 since
A1
day one.
since day one. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And I grew. So I'm the child of 2 working class people. My dad was a bus driver. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and then through newspapers, and then became a realtor.
Yeah.
But they did a really beautiful thing. Like they really were all about education and opportunities for us because they made a lot of sacrifices so that we could go to PWIs. And so I took that really seriously, and I was like, okay, I'm going to be the annoying student who has to get like A pluses in every class. And I did that. And I was always like really academically gifted, you could say. I ended up going to St. Ursula for high school, and I thought it was going to be something traditional for academically gifted people, like a lawyer, something like that. But I took a design class, and my teacher was the first person to say to me, "Oh, you're a fashion designer." And I was like, "What?" Like in my head, I'm like, I'm an actress, I'm a volleyball player, I get straight A, like I'm smart. But like I could be a fashion designer. And so when I look back on my childhood, there were so many cues that that's what God put me on this earth to be. My parents were both really creative, although they weren't afforded the opportunity to have creative careers. But I learned to sew from my mom. And I had like these very cute pictures of where I used to take like gift wrap and I'd make myself a dress. And then I started making clothes, sewing by hand for my little sister. And then my mom was like, well, let me teach you how to sew with a machine. And so I just always loved fashion, but I never thought like, oh, this is something I can make a career out of, which is honestly sad, but I'm grateful that I was put in a place where someone saw that in me. And the rest is history. I ended up going to DAP for fashion design, had the grades to get into DAP, thank God. And then as I did my internships, I kind of like explored all of the fashion industry. Like I've done corporate fashion design, which can be really boring and kind of soul-sucking as a creative because you're kind of just like knocking off other designs. I knew that wasn't for me. And then towards the end of my college career, I created my own opportunities at a big couture fashion brand, Marchesa.
Okay.
Yes. And I, once again, because I was there every day, like really doing stupid labor, like not doing anything fabulous. It was not glamorous. It was very like Devil Wears Prada kind of
Yes.
vibes. But my mom encouraged me to like keep going, stay 7 days a week, all day as long as they need you. And I ended up getting an opportunity to design a piece that ended up being the showpiece for their couture bridal collection,
Yes.
which was like unheard of.
Yes.
Like this was a environment where they had a ton of interns from like these big design schools, and so it was really like a God sent moment that just showed me that that's what I was supposed to do with my life.
Yeah.
And when that piece walked, I knew like this is what I was meant to do, but you know, I'm not gonna do it for someone else's name and for peanuts. So like, come on now, like if I'm gonna, you know, struggle, like I gotta do it for my own name.
Oh,
So
I love that message.
yeah, so that was kind of like my aha moment that I needed to do this for myself. From there, I graduated, and I did like my senior thesis was all about my struggle with God gave me this like natural academic gift. Am I wasting it by doing something frivolous like fashion design? And so I as I started doing like my research for that final collection, I found that there's so much symmetry and like intentional design in nature.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is frivolous, right? Like it's just beautiful. It's not frivolous though.
Yeah.
God finds it important for us to see beauty.
Say that.
And so that was my like, God's a designer.
Yes.
You know, God isn't just practical, God also sees the importance in beauty. And so that gave me like the green light. This is what I was meant to do. It's not a waste of my gift. I went on Project Runway. That's a whole lot of myself. Did really good, like made it to the finals, and then was invited back to be a contestant on Project Runway All-Stars. And then it wasn't, like I love that the Taft kind of started the latest chapter of my career, where I really felt like I found myself. That was my first big time being able to show a collection, start to finish, fully my vision, and really give it to the people the way that I wanted to. And so since then, I've been blessed with opportunities to work in so many different settings. Like I've worked with the Cincinnati Ballet, I've worked with this year New York Parsons Dance, I've created pieces for them. I've worked with all the museums here now in Cincinnati, and I've just been able to do beautiful work on different stages. So, so yeah, that was a mouthful.
What a wonderful journey.
Yeah.
You know, from academic to alignment.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love how you've incorporated the spiritual element into your brand.
Absolutely.
Your brand.
Absolutely.
Misha got the juice. Don't wait. Get the juice today.
So let's talk about what is happening now. Like you talked about the journey, and it's a beautiful walk.
Yes.
It's a beautiful walk. Not without challenges, struggle.
Yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about that in an effort to show people, you know, like it's not all rainbows and butterflies.
It's not. No, it's definitely not.
Yeah.
So let me answer this in two parts. So let's start with the struggle. And then the other part of your question was, let's talk about now. So hold me to that, because I don't want to lose my way on those questions. So the struggle. So I kind of mentioned, like, my childhood was a huge struggle that could have been about identity, but it was about everything but identity.
Okay.
One of the beautiful things that my parents were smart enough, foreseeing enough to do was raise me and my siblings knowing that we're Black, and that is the most beautiful thing you could
Say
be.
that.
You know,
Say
so
that.
we're African American, but we all have African names.
Of course.
And we were just raised like, there's a part in Roots, and we have like this huge poster that my dad has in our house, and it says, "Behold, the only one greater than yourself is God." And so that is like how my parents raised us in a nutshell, is that they knew we were going to go into these white spaces, we were going to be one, if not, you know, just a few of us in those spaces, and they knew that they didn't want to give us a huge identity crisis or complex, or feel like we're not good enough, or try to assimilate, but they wanted us to get that education and those opportunities. So I, you know, of course, felt ostracized like my entire school career and my early, you know, fashion fashion career.
Yeah.
When I got into DAP, I really felt like a literal black sheep. A lot of my references kind of fell on deaf ears. When I was on Project Runway, my final collection for the first season that I was on was inspired by Coming to America. And I remember Heidi Klum and Dookie Howser were the guest judges on that episode. And they called themselves like eating me up, but it really didn't eat because they didn't get the reference. And they were like, is this like a fortune teller collection? And I'm like, you don't get the reference, baby. And like, that's okay.
That's
You don't
okay.
get the reference. Coming to America is like one of my like all-time fashion movies. So
Yes.
I was proud of it, and when I came off of the show, I met so many young black people that were like, I saw myself in you. I got the reference. I love Coming to America. Da-da-da. So I've always struggled with how the worlds that I've been in have treated me, but now I'm in a place of creating my own world. And I'm grateful for that because I'm not really playing the game of the fashion industry. I'm not looking for a seat at the table. I'm creating my own small, very serene, beautiful table.
Yes.
And Cincinnati has been a great place to start that table for me. The work that I do as a fashion designer, like you said, it is spiritual in that I feel called to reflect who we are back to us.
Say that.
So all of my collections have that through line of black identity, specifically black female identity, because I feel like we're the only people in the world, who don't really know who we are. We don't have roots to our culture and our customs and things like that. So a lot of us are really lost, and I try to impart that gift that my parents gave to me onto people that come to see my shows and my collections or my art exhibits. I want, like, it's for everyone, but I want young black people to go in there and feel like I see myself here.
Yes.
Like, this is how beautiful and royal and regal I am.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what.
Oh,
That's the struggle, and that's the world I'm in now.
Yes, we can have a whole conversation.
Yes.
What I appreciate most is, I'll use the gardener analogy. Your walk is that you're planting seeds through this journey.
Yes.
Not just for black people, although my hope is that we reap the harvest first.
Absolutely, yeah.
But like educating future allies and advocates, offering understanding through a medium that is palatable for many. Sometimes it feels like drinking water through a garden hose. When you come to the space of like learning about oneself, while also honoring a diverse, multicultural world and experience, and what you're offering is a meal that is palatable. Not only palatable, but delicious. Delicious. Okay.
Damn good.
Yes. Another skill that we as black people bring. Soul food.
Absolutely.
You're offering soul food. So tell more about where people can find you, see you, experience you, purchase you.
Yes. So I have a beautiful website that my friend Rita DeRay designed. It's ashaama.com, ASHAAMA. I also post everything that I have upcoming on Instagram. I'm ASHA_AMA.
Okay.
And I'm really excited. I just finalized a really exciting project for April this upcoming year in Cincinnati.
Okay.
I don't think I can officially announce it yet, but just know April you're gonna need a good outfit. How about that? For 2 days, a weekend in April. You're gonna need a good outfit and a good, spirit and energy and ready to receive something fabulous. So.
Jay all day with the semi-exclusive. Semi-exclusive.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll be announcing that soon. Like I just finalized that. I'm excited about it. And then hopefully I have some other projects coming up next year. I have a group of young women. I call them my baby girls, although they're getting older. They're like young college age women. And I'm hopefully going to produce a fashion show for them before the year's out or early next year. So I'm going to start working on that next week. And then follow me and check me out on my website.
Well, I'm excited to continually, part of this show is not just a moment of celebration, but continuous honoring and celebrating those citizens who are truly celebrities, and not by being an influencer, but really being an activator.
Yes.
Like, I want you to come here and be activated, to own your own genius as well. So thank you for sharing your journey. Yes. This is Just Jay, Cincinnati's Conscience, the only place I know of where citizens are the true celebrities. My question for you is, are you turned on? I hope so.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Hey, another episode in the history books. I want to thank Asha Ama for coming in and sharing her artistic vision, her fashion sense, and more importantly, her contribution to the culture. I'm just Jay. This is Cincinnati's Conscience. Are you turned on? I hope so.
I'm from Cincinnati. Skyline, Kroger, Grippo, and Graders. I'll catch you there later. You're in the natty. Some say a city of sinners, but I say we're winners. Let's hear it, the natty, natty, natty.